Hey, what's good, movie fans? This is the Confide Crew, and we're here to talk about our personal top 3 movie villain list. Excluding comic book movies, before you start asking where is Heath Ledger's the Joker, that may be a video for another time. But anyway, I want to talk about 2 movies, kind of like an honorable mention, that did not make the list, but I still wanted to talk about. The first one being Stephen King's It. This is a killer clown. Look at this picture. Tell me that's not creepy. Look, if I'm walking down the street and I see a grown clown in a sewer drain, he out of luck. He ain't getting no help from me. Second movie on this list I want to talk about is a spoiler for Usual Suspects. So if you have not seen Usual Suspects, first of all, do yourself a favor, treat yourself, go watch Usual Suspects. In the meantime, fast forward about 30 seconds, okay? Because the movie villain from Usual Suspects, which is one of my favorites, is Kaiser Soze.
Kaiser Soze! Kaiser Soze!
I love this character. He created his own myth. He gave the coppers the misdirect, got what he wanted out of the group, and then just disappeared.
And like that, he's gone.
I think this story, I love this movie in general, and I just kind of wanted to, I didn't want to talk about movie villains without giving a personal shout out to Kaiser Soze. As much as I like that character, the next 3 villains we're about to talk about are 3 people I would not want to be locked into a room with. So let's go ahead and get started with number 3, and that is... That's right, Darth Vader. Come on guys, don't be surprised, you know he's gonna make the list. Now the reason why he's not number 1 on the list, if some people might have a problem with that, is because he wasn't even the most evil villain, in that universe. He took a knee to somebody else, right? He bowed down to somebody else. He was basically Palpatine's puppet. If you really want to break it down and get into it, he worked for somebody else, so I had to take points away for that. However, he invoked fear in everyone. Okay, you don't get to be the most iconic villain, without being scary. Okay, the dude was both ruthless and relentless. Plus, man, he had that helmet on, like you couldn't see his facial expressions, so you didn't really know what he was thinking. You always assumed the worst, and that was, he's thinking about killing you. Could you imagine being in like a briefing or something like that, and Darth Vader's at the head, and he's talking to a big group of people, but you can't see his eyes, but you don't really know where he's looking at, and you in the back kind of like, no man, he looking at you. Nah man, you see the gleam in his eyes, like that, the little helmet gleam, fresh turtle wax? That's you, bro, he's looking at you. Anyway, I'm not messing with somebody that can do this.
There are many great villains in film, and coming up with only 3 to talk about is hard. In the number 2 slot, we landed on none other than the cannibal himself, Hannibal. While only on the screen for 16 minutes, Anthony Hopkins' portrayal as the creepy and terrifying psychologist who eats people has a presence throughout the entire movie. No matter at what point in the film you are at, except for maybe at the end when you're at Buffalo Bill's house, you can't help but think about Hannibal. What makes him so terrifying? For me, it's how educated and smart he is, but at the same time, so animalistic in nature. Every time I think of the movie, I think of the quote about the census taker and how he ate his liver with some fava beans and a nice Chianti.
I ate his liver with some fava beans. Nice Chianti.
The thing he does with his mouth afterward is utterly disgusting and disturbing. Hannibal is scary on screen, but then when he isn't, we hear about how brutal he can be. He made the guy in the cell next to him go crazy and eat his own tongue because he disrespected Clarice. For as scary as Hannibal is, he also had a weird moral compass. He liked Clarice and helped her. The doctor overseeing him in the prison wasn't a good person, and you aren't really sad when Hannibal goes after him at the end of the movie. It's weird to think about being okay with him going to kill and eat another human, but that is just how the character is developed within the movie. Even with his limited screen time, the character overshadows everything else in the film, and has spawned numerous sequels and even a television spin-off. You may not agree with him being number 2, but he has to be mentioned on any list.
And finally, our number 1 spot goes to the T-1000 from Terminator 2. This is a liquid metal, shape-shifting killing machine. No, literally, a machine designed to kill you. Sponges bullets, pretty strong, runs really fast. Okay, dude don't get tired, don't eat, don't sleep, don't care if you got 5 kids to feed.
Hey, man, I got 5 kids to feed.
The guy looks like the floor and can come up out of the floor. Again, that's another person that I personally don't want to mess with, and if I was locked in a room with him, I'm just gonna be like, yo man, can you give me 5 minutes? Let me call my people, let them know I'm not gonna make it home. Okay, because you're done for. Anyway guys, that is our top 3 movie villain list. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comment section below what your top 3 movie villains would have been. Like the video if you liked the video, and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. And until next time guys, we out.